In this video, I'm going to provide you with an overview of the Navy Physical Screening Test. I'll be discussing the passing standards for each of the 5 rates within the Navy Warrior Challenge program, which are SEAL, SWCC, EOD, Diver, and Air Rescue, and I will introduce the 3 different ways to secure a contract and get a shot at your preferred pipeline. If you want to skip ahead at any time, navigate to the desired chapter using the progress bar below. This is Brass Tacks, a no-frills information channel, and I'm Jake. Regardless of which of the 5 Warrior Challenge rates you are pursuing, the first step towards a career in Naval Special Warfare, Naval Special Operations, is passing the physical screening test. In my decades spent either taking or administering Navy PSTs, there are 2 consistencies that I observed. Firstly, the majority of candidates that go on to secure a Warrior Challenge contract do not do so by blowing their initial PST out of the water. It may take you several attempts to pass all 5 categories. At times, your performance may improve in one category only to adversely affect your performance in another. For example, the added muscle necessary to pump out an excessive number of push-ups can considerably slow down your run. Being prepared for the physical screening test is a balancing act. It takes time as well as training. Secondly, crushing the physical screening test does not guarantee success in a program. It's easy to lull yourself into a false sense of confidence if the only metric of preparedness is your performance on the PST. This test is your audition and method of earning a place on an upcoming class roster. Nothing more. After qualifying at a Military Entrance Processing Station, or MEPS, you will be told which of the 5 programs you qualify for. Scheduling for this can only be accomplished through a Navy recruiter. Your recruiter should then, after you've completed MEPS, put you in contact with a member of the Warrior Challenge staff to schedule your initial PST. The scores required to earn a contract vary by job. Each rate values different aspects of the test. For example, air rescue swimmers do the bulk of their weight bearing in the water, so more emphasis is placed on the faster swim and run times rather than an increased number of push-ups or pull-ups. In total, there are 5 evolutions to the Navy PST. First, a 500-yard swim, then 2 minutes of push-ups, followed by 2 minutes of curl-ups, then 2 minutes of dead hang pull-ups, and lastly, a 1.5-mile run. Now we'll get into the required scores by rate. The physical screening test requirements for Navy SEAL are a 500-yard swim in less than 12 minutes and 30 seconds, a minimum of 50 push-ups performed in 2 minutes, 50 curl-ups in 2 minutes, 10 pull-ups, and a 1.5-mile run in under 10 minutes and 30 seconds. An important side note, all programs except Air Rescue will swim the test using the combat side stroke. The PST requirements for Navy SWCC or Special Warfare Combat Craft Crewmen are 500-yard swim in less than 13 minutes utilizing the combat side stroke, a minimum of 50 push-ups in 2 minutes, 50 curl-ups in 2 minutes, at least 6 pull-ups completed within 2 minutes, and a 1.5 mile time of less than 12 minutes. Navy diver and EOD technicians share the same PST minimums with a swim requirement of under 12 minutes and 30 seconds, also using the combat side stroke, a minimum of 50 push-ups in 2 minutes, 50 curl-ups in 2 minutes, 6 or more pull-ups, and a 1.5 mile ran in under 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Air Rescue candidates must swim the 500 in under 12 minutes. Complete a minimum of 42 push-ups in 2 minutes, 50 curl-ups in 2 minutes, at least 4 pull-ups in the given time, and finally a 1.5 mile ran in under 12 minutes. A reminder that Air Rescue swims the 500 using the freestyle, otherwise known as the American crawl. Some additional information of note. Don't plan to be able to wear goggles or a mask. You will be allowed to test in a mask once you've secured your contract. Even then, though, it is important not to rely too heavily upon it. The logic behind this varies, but swimming in hyperchlorinated water with exposed eyes requires some adjustment. It is uncomfortable, can make swimming in a straight line quite difficult, but it is a universal part of all 5 of the pipelines. Simply put, be able to swim your 500 without a mask or goggles. The uniform varies some, but for the swim, expect for males to wear jammers or compression shorts and females to wear one-piece swimsuits. No swim caps are authorized. Be sure to bring dry clothes for the rest of the test, usually a plain white t-shirt and black shorts, as well as a gallon of drinking water. For a more in-depth look at the Navy Physical Screen Test Guidance, you will need to read the MILPERSMAN 1220 TAC 410, or watch the video I've linked at the end of this one. Next, we'll talk about the 3 ways to earn a Warrior Challenge contract. The first method is through a process known as the draft. The Navy Warrior Challenge program awards contracts every month. These contracts are earned through competitive selection based primarily upon PST performance. Candidates compete nationally for the limited number of spots available. If there are contracts to be had, the rate is considered open. Your program must be considered open in order to enter the draft. This is the most common way by which candidates are selected for the Warrior Challenge program. QFR. Qualified for review is the least commonly known method of earning an NSW/NSO contract. A candidate who is not selected in the draft may still be submitted for a contract later in the month if they show adequate levels of improvement. There must, however, be a quota available for that rate. Auto-Qual. There are times that a candidate may be putting up very competitive PST scores but still not be selected for their program. This usually happens when the Navy is overmanned for that particular rate. A candidate then has 3 options. They can join the Navy in a non-NSW/NSO capacity, they can choose an open Warrior Challenge rate for which they qualify for, or they can attain the elevated Auto-Qual standards for their desired community. This particular method of contracting is designed to provide exceptional candidates a means by which to secure their preferred rate, even when there are 0 quotas available. Just as with the PST minimums, the Auto-Qual standards vary by rate. Candidates, even after they're contracted, are urged to shoot for these elevated standards. This is in part due to the amount of conditioning candidates lose during the regular Navy portion of training that takes place in boot camp. If you can barely attain passing standards when stress is low, such as now, then you stand very little chance of being able to duplicate that performance when pressure is high. In summary, the 3 different ways to earn an NSW/NSO contract are competitive selection through the monthly draft, qualified for review or QFR, and auto-qualification or the Auto-Qual process. Now we'll dive briefly into each one of the program's individual auto-qualification scores. For Navy SEAL, 500-yard swim in under 9 minutes and 30 seconds. At least 75 push-ups, 75 curl-ups, 15 pull-ups, and a 1.5 mile run in under 9 minutes and 30 seconds. The auto-qualification standards for SWCC are 500-yard swim in under 10 minutes, at least 70 push-ups within 2 minutes, 70 curl-ups, 10 pull-ups, and a 1.5 mile run in under 10 minutes. The Auto-Qual standards for EOD and Navy diver are 500-yard swim in under 10 minutes, at least 65 push-ups within 2 minutes, 65 curl-ups, 10 pull-ups, and a 1.5 mile run in under 10 minutes and 15 seconds. The Auto-Qual standards for air rescue are 500-yard swim in under 8 minutes and 20 seconds, 65 push-ups in 2 minutes, 65 curl-ups, 10 pull-ups, and a 1.5 mile run in under 10 minutes and 15 seconds. Regardless of which program you are vying for, I hope this video helped. If you want to stay up to date with when I upload new videos like this one, hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell. Also, comment below with a Navy Warrior Challenge topic that you would like to see a whiteboard or explainer video on. Lastly, if you want to take a deep dive into the MILPERSMAN 122410, start with this video on the swim portion of the instruction. It's dry but thorough. I'm Jake, this is Brass Tacks. Until next time, train smartly.